the Israelis could be proud that 99% of the incoming cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, and the dreaded kamikaze drones, who always seem to hit their marks, by the way, in Ukraine and Russia. They always seem to hit their marks, but not in this case. They were all knocked out by F-35 fighters of the Israeli Air Force, naturally in conjunction with the United States. We were told the Saudis were involved, the Jordanians were involved. We found out that Erdogan was involved of Turkey, who loves Hamas, considers them martyrs, hates Jews, and loves Eric Adams, swagger man with no plan, who flew over there 7 times to pick up the loot and come back to New York City. Wow. You believe all this, ladies and gentlemen? You really bought into this? Come on. I thought Americans are pretty hip, pretty smart, can figure this out. 300 kamikaze drones, ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and all there is a hole in the ground in the Negev Desert near an Air Force base of the Israelis, and a young lady, Bedouin, who was injured by shrapnel. That's it. Let me take you back to 1991. Justin, you remember what you were doing in 1991 as you were watching on television Saddam Hussein sending Scud missiles into Israel? Remember? 42 of them. 42 of them. And Bush 41 told the Israelis, do not retaliate, do not hit Baghdad, because Bush 41, then the president, had assembled the greatest coalition of Arabic-supporting American forces to push Saddam Hussein out of Kuwait, push him back into Iraq. 42 times Saddam Hussein sent Scud missiles, and he aimed them at Tel Aviv. He aimed them at Haifa, population centers. Thousands of buildings were damaged, 28 totally destroyed. About 42 Israelis died, almost all of them, because they had put on their gas masks in an incorrect way and ended up asphyxiating from that. Because Saddam Hussein said he wasn't just sending in Scud missiles, but that they would release sarin gas and other gases. You remember that, ladies and gentlemen? How is it that Saddam Hussein could do more damage with 42 old Scud missiles knocked out of the sky by the Patriot battery system, not the Iron Dome of today, the Patriot battery system? That we witnessed day after day after day as King Hussein of Jordan was his ally and his apologist, would appear with Ted Koppel on Nightline at night and say, I'll deal with Saddam Hussein, I'll calm him down. And the Israelis did not retaliate, and a month later, Bush 41 launched the invasion into the Persian Gulf campaign to push Saddam Hussein back into Iraq, which the forces did, and then decided not to chase him to Baghdad. No, because Colin Powell said, if you break it, you got to fix it and own it. So Bush 41 did the right thing. His son, the Stunad, decided he was going to invade Iraq along with the warmonger Dick Cheney to look for weapons of mass destruction and somehow conflate that the attack of 9/11 that had occurred earlier was really not Osama bin Laden and al-Qaeda, but actually Saddam Hussein. They hated one another, but hey, don't believe the hype. It's propaganda from the Gulf of Tonkin of Lyndon Johnson that got us deeper into the war of Vietnam. Never believe your government. Never believe your elected officials, Democrat or Republican, because time and time again, they think you're stupid. And we saw a Dino De Laurentiis production over the weekend. Now, today, PB is saying we reserve the right to counterattack. Sure you will, baby. Sure you will. By the way, Justin, you think this will be nominated for a Golden Globes Award or a Future Academy Award? Or what do you think? Of course it will. Or maybe an Al Jazeera Award. Everybody was involved. The Iranians, they provided the coordinates in advance through the Turks, Erdogan. The Turks were communicating with the Saudis, with Jordan, with the United States, who was communicating with Israel, providing the coordinates. Everybody thought it was a real war, a real all-out attack from Iran. First time they ever did it from their mainland. and you all got bamboozled because all it turned out to be was Wag the Dog 2.